On this week's weekly video fishing forecast, Fisherman senior editor Fred Golofaro has information on the proposed panfish regulations and the opportunity for feedback on these regulations by anglers. I will be talking about rod repairs and rod building projects for the winter months and news about an upcoming seminar that will address the new circle hook regulations. We also have a few reports from our correspondents. All here and more at thenewfisherman.com.
The fishing news is sponsored by these fine partners.
News 12 meteorologist Rich Von Olin checked in with me earlier, and the weekend is not looking good for a wreck trip targeting cod, with a cold, dry, gusty weekend on tap. Saturday northwest wind 15 to 35 and in the 30s. Sunday 15 to 25, both a little warmer temps, but the ocean still looks lumpy. Remember, be sure to check out News 12 for the latest weather before you head out on the water. As of 2021, all Atlantic coastal striper fishermen must use non-offset inline circle hooks when fishing for striped bass with natural bait in all waters. But how did this new rule come about, and what do you need to comply? From bait holder hacks to improving hookup success with big live baits, there are plenty of questions along the striper coast right now. On Thursday, January 28th at 6 p.m., we'll broadcast the second in our series of our live online seminars featuring the fisherman's Jim Hutchinson Jr., who hopes to provide a few of the answers. Whether you fish by boat or by beach, join the interactive presentation exclusively at thefisherman.com on January 28th starting at 6 p.m. Senior editor Fred Golofaro is here with possible new regulations on panfish. Fred?
Hey, thanks, Matt. And yeah, here on Long Island, we're surrounded by salt water, but a lot of us have gotten our start in fishing the little local lakes and ponds, catching sunnies, whether they're bluegills or pumpkin seeds, yellow perch, just panfish in general. And unfortunately, because we have primarily small bodies of water here on the island, it's very easy to get these bodies of water fished out. And I've seen it happen on several local lakes in my area over the past few years. The bag limit on sunnies, for example, is 50 fish. DEC is proposing a management plan that will reduce that bag limit statewide to 25 sunfish and increase the size of crappie from 9 inches to 10 inches. Both good moves in my opinion. I'd like it even better if they reduced it further. In fact, they have what they're calling the Big Panfish Initiative plan, which will affect certain lakes throughout the state. The only lake on Long Island affected by that is Blydenburg, which is in Smithtown. That's County Park, and that plan calls for reducing the bag limit to 15 sunnies and putting an 8-inch size limit in effect, which I think would really help the panfish fishery here on the island. Love to see that in all the island's lakes and ponds. But like I said, it's not part of the plan. The plan is to reduce it to 25, except for Blydenburg. You can comment on the plan. You have up until February 15th. You can email your comments to the address below, or you can mail them to Jeff Lucas at the address below. Again, you have until the 15th, and include Sunfish and crappie plan on the subject line in both cases. So have you say something I think that's been a long time coming, and it really should help improve the fishery here on the island.
Raul Ortiz, the urban angler, missed last week's broadcast, but let me know he was creeping while you were sleeping. He found some holdover stripers in the Western Sound. The key was using 3-inch swim shad baits. He fished the outgoing tide and caught over a dozen bass. Once the tide slowed up, so did the fishing. This is a good time of the year to take the time to repair or build a fishing rod. If you have any questions on this topic, please feel free to send me a message or comment below, and I'll try my best to record a video on how it's done.
Steigercraft boats, built by people who fish our waters. Serious anglers choose Steigercraft for their 40 years of boat building experience right here in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. Visit steigercraft.com for a dealer near you.
With our Flying Fresh report, we have Paul McCain from River Bay Outfitters.
Hello, Matt. Well, here we are. It's winter. We have a little bit of snow here. I actually prefer to fish in this in the wintertime, only because it really is quiet and peaceful, and the fishing can be excellent. And it reminds me of steelheading. Now, the fly rodders, they actually did have their Monday out at the Connetquot this month, and got reports from my good friend Norman and from my friend Tom, and they both have been posted. They had a great time. It was really nice weather. They really enjoyed themselves. it's a jewel here on Long Island. But there are other options too. I've been also hearing the Carmen's River below the tidal section has been doing well. Also White's Pool up on the Connetquot is also doing, there's fish there. And you always have a chance of catching some white perch over there. Plus also, I've been hearing Carl's River has fish in it. Just, it is winter, fish deep and slow. And if you really want to go up to Connecticut, the East Branch of the Croton is open. There is a lot of opportunities. Plus, in the blackish water, white perch. So, until next week, I'd like to say tight lines, everybody, and see you later, Matt.
Joe Bensavanga went fishing yesterday with a couple of buddies on their kayaks in Brookhaven, and he found some small holdover bass and white perch. He mentioned that it was an awesome day on the water and his first bass of 2021. What a great start to the year, Joe. From Montauk, we have Captain Timothy O'Rourke.
Well, out here in Montauk last week, the weather wasn't the most cooperative, so not too many boats got out. Actually, nobody got out. This week, everybody's hoping for a little bit of a weather window to try to get out in the cod ground south of Block. The Viking will be sailing on Saturday and Sunday. The Viking 5-star will be going both days, as well as the other big party boat. Reservations are definitely required. As of this report, the Viking 5-star is sold out for Saturday, but they do have a few available spots for Sunday. Everything's limited for social distancing and everything else, so definitely make a reservation if you'd like to get out this weekend. Weather hopefully will cooperate. Forecast right now is kind of right on the fence, so maybe things will turn around and improve for the weekend. Other than that, back to you, Matt. Thank you.
Now let's check in with Chris Ludwig.
Hey, thanks, Matt. What's going on, guys? So this last week, I continued on with my pickerel mission, and we caught some bigger fish. We moved away from those micros, but we're still using those Gambler Easy paddle tails. That's the purple and green one again, those Gamakatsu swim bait hooks. I did use straight purple, that was fine. And on the warmer days, to note, they pretty much ate any color I threw at them. I guess they were a little loosened up, not as finicky, so it worked out better. But I didn't do much else other than pickerel fishing because there was a giant one that swung at me in an undisclosed spot. It probably was all of 30 inches, promise on whatever you want. But it was a really nice fish, and I am just targeted on it. Hopefully we'll get it next week. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you out there. Take care.
Remember to like our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and tap on the bell to be notified instantly when we post a new video on YouTube. Check out this week's video description on YouTube for all the related links and information, and please support our correspondents by visiting their websites and social media pages. See you all next week at the all-new fisherman.com.